Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jillian and here we talk about manifestation, mindset work, and yoga. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so and give me a big thumbs up on this video if you enjoy my content. Let's get right into today's video. Whatever story you're telling is what is happening in your life. Whatever you perceive on the screen of space is what you experience. You decide what is true for you. There are no facts, only belief systems. From the belief system you are currently embodying in this exact moment, it will seem impossible for anything other than that belief to be in your life. Because your perception creates the reality that you are in this moment. And it filters out all other possibilities but the belief system you are embodying now. Your 3D reality will reflect back to you your current belief system. So you are indeed always right. You are always right because you decide what is true for you right now in this moment. Whatever you say goes. Whatever you believe is in this moment. The story you are telling right now, it matters. What you are aware of and what you are searching for will always find you. Think about all the times people have said, I knew this was going to happen in my life. Whether if it is positive or negative, it doesn't matter, but they knew something was going to happen because they were searching for it and they were expecting it in their current reality. For example, a girl who is searching through their boyfriend's phone will eventually find another woman in the boyfriend's phone. Or somebody who is always searching for something wrong in their body and an illness will eventually be diagnosed with some type of illness or will find some type of illness. When you are always looking for the worst, that is what you are creating and that's what you will experience and you will find the worst. This is why it is really important to transform our belief systems and reprogram, as a lot of coaches say. And I don't know if reprogramming is a word I use, but in this context, the reprogramming of the mind and changing of neuroplasticity in the brain to be in a more positive way and searching and expecting the best in situations will start to manifest things more in the direction that you are looking to manifest them in. If you feel people don't treat you right, then you are correct and that is what you will experience. If you feel you are unlucky, you are also correct and that's what you will experience. If you feel something is impossible for you to experience or achieve in life, then for you, it will be impossible to experience. Maybe not for me, but for you, it is going to be impossible to experience because what you say matters, the story you're telling matters, and what you say is what happens. And again, it starts with you and the 3D world follows. I feel a lot of people also believe in it wasn't meant to be, and if it was, then it would happen. And that is also another belief system that is not true. It is just your belief. And a lot of people actually turn to this belief. Really, when you look at the energy behind that, it's really because you're kind of giving up and you're not thinking that it is possible for you and maybe it is possible for others and that maybe you really want this desire, but it wasn't meant to be for you. And that is incorrect. That is your perception. That is your belief system. And you don't truly understand manifesting and the law of assumption when you believe in the it wasn't meant to be quote. It does not exist unless you say it exists. Nothing exists unless you put your awareness on it and you say it exists and it is for you in your life. Maybe for you it is true because that is your belief system, but when you crack out of the current belief system that you are embodying, then you can see past that and see that is just the state you are embodying in this very moment. We will go more into belief systems, but it is important to mention in this video because what you say goes, and a lot of what you are speaking out of your mouth are your beliefs, is the story that you're telling, and it isn't just that way. Nothing is just that way. You are creating it and you are believing in your story and you're continuing the story. And that is why a lot of people are stuck in a cycle. A lot of people are stuck in a negative cycle because they keep saying the same story, believing it, acknowledging it, looking at the 3D and saying, I told you so, this is what happens in my life. Instead, let's change our story around. I expect and I receive the absolute best in every scenario in my life. I expect and I receive the absolute best and nothing less than that. I always create my own rules. You always create your own rules regardless of what has been taught to you, what other people say about you or say about it, or what has appeared to always be in your life. Because in this very moment, you have the ability to choose something different, and you are the chooser, and you are choosing either to stay and to believe in the same thing over and over again because this is what you believe is meant for you in your life, or you're breaking out of the habit of being your old self and you're embodying your new self and knowing something different for yourself and creating a new story for yourself that better suits your manifestations and you living a more fulfilled and happy lifestyle. I am always the only exception to the rules. Be the only exception to the rules. Maybe it is true for society. Maybe there has been so much evidence backing up what is going on around you, but test yourself to the limit on being the only exception to the rule. That is one of my favorite affirmations to write down, especially in situations where I feel it is kind of fixed and it is hard to move, and maybe there's been evidence that other people haven't been able to do this, or this is a societal norm. You can break out of that. You are an exception to the rule. I am always receiving miracles. Get into your gratitude. Get into the state of being where you are out there looking for the miracles and looking for things to work out for you in your life. Start understanding the words that are coming out of your mouth, because the words and whatever you are saying is what is happening in your life. So really be conscious of what you're saying. I move mountains with my mind. The mind is so powerful. One conscious person can be more powerful than a million people who are unconscious and don't know their power. This is the truth of reality creation and how strong and powerful we are. You have the power to change anything with your mind. Mind over matter, mind over the physical, mind over the 3D world. If it wasn't that way, then we would never be able to do these teachings. We would never be able to embody the teachings of manifestation and the law of assumption. Understand that your mind can move powerful mountains. It can move anything. Reality listens to what you are saying. Reality waits on you to tell it what to do and how to be in this world. It will conform to you and what you believe and what you say to it. You are the commander. You are in control. Start becoming more conscious of how you are feeling as well. Listen to what your body and how you are feeling in your body and how you feel you are showing up in this world. If you don't feel very important, it is important to work on your self-concept to get to a point where you know how worthy and deserving you are to tell a new story, to tell a positive story, to prove to yourself that you are the conscious creator and you know you deserve the best and you always receive the best, because the words that come out of your mouth is what manifests on the screen of space in front of you. It is not the opposite. And when you start operating like this, then you stop looking out to the 3D world saying, why is this crappy thing appearing in front of my eyes? And then thinking that is just how your life is. Your life is not just this way. Again, in the current belief system you are embodying, everything around it filters out, and all you can see is that truth until you understand your higher power and you raise your vibration to see above what is currently happening, because circumstances do not matter, and you can ultimately beat that reality, you could say. Beat it, prove that it is not real, that it is one out of infinite versions of yourself. There is a version of you that is embodying what you want and isn't stuck in that belief system where everything wrong happens and life stinks. Step into that new version of yourself. You don't need the proof beforehand. You are the proof. You are the living proof. These videos are the living proof. The law of assumption community is the living proof. Keep embodying and being the version of yourself. Whatever you say goes. So any of the rules you create in this reality is what you're creating. It is not what it is. It isn't what just society is saying. It is you accepting and believing and choosing over and over again in your mind, whether if it is conscious or not, you are doing it. So becoming conscious of who you're being and what you're choosing out in the screen of space, in the 3D world, it is done in here first. So you have to be conscious and aware of what you are choosing for yourself through your self-concept, through your belief systems, and through evolving and expanding into the human being that you are desiring to be, which it is already done. But understanding that there is far more beyond what you feel is meant for you in life, you start to understand and recognize the stories that you're telling, the patterns that you are embodying over and over again. And you will break the code of manifestation and understand how easy it really truly is when you are the power and you work with yourself through this, and it will become very effortless for you. So again, whatever story you are telling, whatever you are saying is true. Every fact that you are saying is true. Everything that you think and feel is factual for yourself. You are always proving yourself right. Stop looking for the evidence outside of yourself to say, I told you so, unless it is anything but positive and going in your favor. So that's really all I have for today's video. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Please give me a big thumbs up on this video and show me some love, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and leave me comments down below and tell me if you notice some of the stories you're telling that maybe you thought were so true and real for you and fixed in your life, that you thought were unchangeable, that now you're starting to see are becoming flexible. Whatever is happening in your life can go away and get better for yourself. Please leave me some comments down below about that. And I will be making a video on belief systems. Again, it's one of my favorite topics because I was one of those people that really just thought whatever was happening in front of my face and whatever I was believing or thinking or feeling in my head, that was the truth. And it is the truth, but I thought that was the only truth. And I didn't understand infinite possibilities and how belief systems work. So I'm so excited to be making a video on that, and I will see you guys very soon. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, and it's magical. Thanks, guys.